What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. Today's video, I want to give you guys some no-risk investments like we've been doing over the last couple weeks, where I give you guys some looks into what you guys can be buying during Squad Battle Rewards. As per usual, we're going to put a little bit of a list in the Discord of just cards to look at. I'm not going to give you guys specific prices, but I'm going to be giving you guys some things to look at. As well as in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that could rise going into, this week, obviously. So, before we get into the video today, if you guys can, drop a like on the video. It'd be awesome. Let's hit 100, like, as per usual. That's the goal we always set. Sub to YouTube if you guys are new around here. Make sure you guys turn on the notification button. And get involved with us over on Twitch. We stream 5-6 hours a day. And then also, get involved with the free Discord that's in the description of the video right now. So, let's get into it. Firstly, I want to show you guys a few things that I've done on my account. Now, I also want you guys in the comments to tell me if you guys would like me to upload more of the Road to Glory. And pretty much what it is me uploading highlights of, like, me trading, like, off stream. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments, because I could definitely upload more Road to Glories. I just don't know if that's something you guys want to see or not. So, please let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do that. These were all flipped, pretty much. And this right here, all these icons, we bought this at 305. We bought this at 520. We bought this at 260. We bought this at 400. Bought this at 300. I bought this at 310. And I've bought this at 410. We also bought a Royce at 415 on bid. And we just flipped it for 465. As I'm kind of trading with some of these Rulebreaker cards, and I noticed that his fluctuation was a little bit on the lower side than, where he was. And I also saw that he peaked, or not peaked, but he rebounded today. So let me show you guys some of the Rulebreakers. And I got to talk to you guys about a lot of different things on the market before we get into the no-risk investments, which I know you guys are really, really raring to go for. So these Rulebreakers, right? Here is why, like, a guy like Royce, and when I looked at the graph, and I was actually, I was told by a friend, yo, look at Royce, and I was like, okay, let me see. And I saw him go down to 450, and he rebounded today to 500. When you see a rebound like that, if they drop a little bit off again, there's a good chance that the card can rebound because it just gets too low. And it also shows that the card is so rare, too. So, like, this guy dropped from 586, went down to all the way to 450. He then rebounded back to 504. So when I saw him down, and he was like 436, but you could have got 420, you could have got 415 on bid, you could have even got 400 or 405. I knew that this card was going to probably go up in price due to him just being super rare. And obviously, there's not much supply right now with this Royce. So we were able to sell him for 465. Not all the time do you see overnights work from Saturday to Sunday, but sometimes they do. And that's why I don't recommend it too much on stream for people, because I don't think it's like something that's a go-to thing to do. If you want to be risky, though, it's something you could definitely try to make some coins on. Speaking of the Rulebreakers too, now, I totally forgot that these cards are actually out of packs on Tuesday. So I'm going to give you guys a few things to do during Squad Battle Rewards tonight, or look at on Sunday, okay? There's going to be a lot of market movements today, and what we normally see happen is we see cards sold off going into Squad Battle Rewards, but what ends up happening after that is people buy in because they think that Squad Battle Rewards, once the rewards come out and the pre-orders, they think the market actually drops. And only a little bit of the market actually drops. That's maybe like the lower tier gold market. It drops in maybe like a couple percent, but it rebounds very fast within 10-15 minutes. So the buy time on a lot of stuff is going to be before Squad Battle Rewards, in my opinion. And I'm thinking if you're going to want to buy any of these Rulebreakers for out of packs, I think today is going to be that day for looking at out of packs. Because Monday, the last couple weeks, I don't think we've gotten any pack supply SBCs. We normally get those on the weekend, and then we get some sort of player SBC on the Monday. And these guys won't be supplied during Tuesday's UCL marquee matchups, which means that these guys will not be getting supplied anymore, which means that today might be that day if they're being sold off due to the fact that they're getting, they have weekly sell-off, they're getting packed a little bit. Sunday is normally like a chill day on the market. There's usually, you see like a little bit of a dip going into squad battles, and then you see like a little bit of a swing upwards right after that. So these cards is something you definitely can look at buying for out-of-pack investing. One card I'm, in particular looking at is definitely Quadrado. For me, this just reminds me of Hateable from last year, and I don't think Serie A is that, hyped up, but I think there could be some movements on this card. Like, if he hits like 115 to 110 today, I might be really interested in that card. Now, let me show you guys last year's Hateable card, and this is like kind of some of like the moves that you see, or like the movements that you see on cards when there's not enough in that position in that league. So Hateable necessarily wasn't a card that was like, super meta. He was good, right? He had 90 pace, and that was really it. He had some good physical, some good dribbling, right? Now, Quadrado is Juve, right? He's got even more hype in that card, in my opinion, maybe. Even though Serie A might not be that hyped this year, I still think a Juve player does generate some sort of hype at least. If you look at this graph, I told people last year to buy this at like 120 and under, which you could have gone Thursday after marquee matchups, like an hour after. Within like a month, alright, this guy went up to 213k, so it went up 100,000 coins. And the rise, why you saw so much of a rise on this card, was because of the lack of right backs in Serie A. Now, if we go to FIFA 21 players right now, and I give you guys, go leagues, let me just show you why, like, this would be something that I'd be looking at in particular if I were you guys. If we look at right backs, right, we've got this Quadrado, and look what guess what you have after that? Your next most expensive player is Quadrado's gold card, which is at 4,000 coins, or his UCL 4.8. Malquid is this card. Florenzi's extinct now because he's now on PSG. Bruno da Silva Perez is not really something that people want to use, and that's it. So, if you were to put together a Serie A team, guess who you're going to have to get a right back, right? You're going to have to get somebody like Quadrado linked, so I would say this would be one of my go-to guys to look at today. I might take a look at Van Aanholt because, again, left backs in the Premier League are kind of scarce. We have Telles, we have Robbo, but other than that, we don't really have that many good options. I would take a look at this if it's dropping today. I might take a look at this card as well if he drops a good amount. I'm not really interested in Teixeira. I'm not really interested in Royce or Pogba. I'm interested in Quadrado, Jimenez, and Van Aanholt for out-of-packs. If you guys want to buy any of these cards for your teams, today might be that buy day. Not to say that like a guy like Di Maria won't rise, but it's not like a return on investment that I think is going to be insane. But I think Quadrado could rise a decent amount, Jimenez and Van Aanholt, and maybe even Potence a little bit. But I need to see that card get sold off a little bit more because that's too expensive. In my opinion, that's way too expensive actually. So just be very, very careful with this card. Kalanagu, if he gets in the low 30s, could see a little bit of a rise. Milan's top of Serie A. Could see him get put into teams. Remember, Douglas Costa is the only left wing in that league, and he is currently no longer in packs. So there's going to be only two options, which is this guy and Douglas Costa. Something to look at, in my opinion. Another thing you guys want to be looking at today is popular players. Now, we've talked about over and over and over again, and I've already known this video is going to be long, so I do apologize, but there's a lot of good information in here. We've been talking about for weeks now, and if you've been watching the YouTube videos, you know that I've talked about the power curve or the cycle of FIFA cards and why they drop. These mid-tier meta cards got sold off the most today. Now, here is why these kind of cards are getting sold off the most, right? It's because people are replacing them with higher tier players. People just essentially have more coins as the year goes on, which means that these lower tier metas, although they are still maybe good to use, they're not in everyone's like high demand as they once were in the first couple weeks of the year when everything was like, kind of formulating upwards. So the market that you're going to see really go up on Thursdays now, in my opinion, is the out-of-pack informs. It's the other special cards. And it's the high tier meta gold market, cards that are 130 plus K, and then also guys that are, icons. Those are the type of cards that you will see go up on Thursdays from now on. Now, does that mean to say that Dembele won't rise again this Thursday? Possibly he could, but you're not going to see as big of a rise. And I don't even think you need to buy this card today if you're going to try to flip it Thursday. You can buy this card at rewards tonight or before that to try and flip that after Squad Battle Rewards. Now, this is something you guys can do during Squad Battle Rewards that'll make you some good money. You see the first 10 to 15 minutes, you can kind of pick some of these cards that are a little bit lower in price, snipe them 1 to 2K under their current price, and then like I said, with the chem style on them, you list 1 to 2K higher, and you might even be able to list 3K higher, and by that next day, you should be able to see that card sell like right away. Totw will do very, very well at Squad Battle Rewards, so if you guys want to take a look at the list, I have a list in the Discord, obviously. If you want to just, you know, buy some cards 1 to 2K under their current price at Squad Battles, you can do that. If you're looking to buy any, you know, Rulebreaker card, I'd buy it before that. Any high tier meta gold, if that drops off, Neymar's and Mbappe's, Mane's, if you need to buy it for your team for a last minute champs charge, I'd buy it before Squad Battles. I don't know if you would. Now, another thing I would also look at, by the way, is out of pack informs if they drop off today. Now, a lot of the market, they do sell off, right? But there is always a rebound. So I'd be looking at guys like Saint Maximin, right? Players that are kind of like proven to be going up. You know, Hernandez, again, is another one for me that I think, you know, Courtois, if he drops, again, he was 120 earlier today. He's now back up at 135. If you see these fluctuations, I saw Thomas Partey was 140. He's back up to 150-ish. If you see these drop-offs, right? Firmino's another one. You know, even Milinkovic Savage, if you see these drop-offs on these guys, they're out of packs and they've gone up so far. Now, what do you think is going to happen as we get closer to Thursday? You're going to see these cards start to rise again. So you might be able to not only make coins on the Monday, you're going to be able to make coins every day after that as well, because those specials may creep up or stay at the same price and just fluctuate over the next couple of days. Now, I know you guys want me to talk about what you guys can buy at Squad Battle Rewards, right? So you guys are going to want to look at UCL marquee matchup players. Now, this is the non-risk investment that I was talking about. The two matchups that I've picked out this week is going to be Liverpool and Atalanta, and the other matchup is going to be, and I got to pull it up on the right side here, Real Madrid and Inter Milan. There's also Bayern is playing Salzburg. That could be something that they look at just to kind of throw some people off. But you guys know the drill. Gold cards that are non-rares, you buy them at discard price from Liverpool. You buy them from Real Madrid. You try to get as close to discard as you can. Now, you will get some pack supply during rewards tonight. So that's when you're going to be able to pick these guys up. Look for bids. Look for snipes. You'll be able to make some money on these cards going into the marquee matchups on Tuesday. And like I said, make sure you guys sell in the hype. Real Madrid non-rares. Inter non-rares. Get them as close to discard as possible. Get the rares as close to discard as possible. And you guys can make some decent money prior to the marquee matchups coming out on Tuesday. Now, another thing, and I had something in my head that I was talking about, and I can't think of it. Oh, UCL rares and common rares. Now, these guys went up a little bit, I believe, before. Now, they're currently right now at 950. I believe they went to 1300 prior to the SBC coming last Tuesday. That's something you guys could definitely take a look at. 700 to 800 coins on these rares. You could try to look for the non-rares as well. I believe the non-rares are more expensive, though. Actually, they're not. They're like 800. So if you find this at like 400 to 500, you might see these rise to over 1,000 coins. Buy UCL marquee matchups. And yes, sell in the hype, guys. Even if you think the cards could rise more, take the coins in the hype, man. A lot of people are going to try to buy these. You could sell when everyone else is buying in. So make sure you guys get out before Tuesday. One last thing to look at is definitely ones to watch cards. Now, if they drop off tomorrow, that is something to take a look at. Now, I've got a couple cards on my eye that could do well this week. ZH is one of them, right? ZH, as much as I don't think that ZH is a card that is worth that price, it doesn't matter what I think the card is worth if people are willing to pay for that card because they think that it's going to go up on Wednesday when he gets a Team of the Week item. So, take a look at ZH today. If he falls a little bit, or if he goes into the 150 and under, that could be a very solid price for him. I could see that card continuing to rise going into Team of the Week on Wednesday. Another ones to watch card that I'll keep my eye on, if I can find it, is Rodrigo, if he drops a little bit, and Semedo. These are two cards. Rodrigo plays on Monday. Semedo got man of the match in his game. I believe there could be an opportunity there where EA may put him in, and he's up not that much. So I bought one at 135. I'm going to continue to lazy list it. Find him around the 130 to 135. That could go up into Wednesday as well. That's a couple investments you guys can look at making. I'm thinking of anything else that I can look at. Icons, during Squad Builder Awards tonight, if you guys want to go on that basic filter like I always show you on icons, you could definitely do that. There's so many deals available when people open their pre-order packs. When they open up their Squad Builder Awards, they pack in these icons, and you could see some really, really good deals on the market at that time. But other than that, oh, and Team of the Weeks, I think we're going to buy Team of the Weeks on Tuesday. You could decide to buy today if you want to. If Kimmich gets to 110, I'm going to be very, very interested. I think this card could do very well out of packs. Joe Gomez around the 400k again. Zaha around 210 under. Valverde at like 250. Those are kind of some of the prices you want to be looking at, in my opinion. Paulinho, if he drops down to like 110 under again, I like that for some out of pack investments if you want to take a look at that. Thank you all for watching the video today. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys do drop a like on this video. That'd be awesome. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.